back, guys. For today's video, I've got some Farming Simulator 25 tips and tricks. These are some fun ones, a couple advanced ones. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and leave a comment with any tips that you have that I might have missed, or some other helpful things that help my newer players. So the first tip that we have here is that the best way to create fields, or I guess the easiest way to create fields, is that you can actually use rice fields and plant whatever you want in them. So the reason why that's helpful, obviously, is because if you're trying to create a field and you have to use the plow and stuff, it takes forever, it's a big pain in the neck. But if you just go in construction and make a rice field, you can make it as quickly as, just plopping 4 points down like that. You can create a field that quickly. And as you can see, even though I did that, you are still able to plant whatever you want in these little rice fields. So you just don't flood it. So I'll go in here, right? And it lets me plant corn. Lets me plant the corn here, no issues. So I can just, plant it in here, fertilize it, harvest it, all that fun stuff. It works really well. It's not hard at all. Especially if you're playing like New Frontiers or something like that. It's really useful. So as you can see, it's planted on the ground. And then if I go over here, I could show you guys in this rice field that it's already planted. You're also able to harvest it. So, right, it's filling up the harvesting just like normal, and then you cultivate it and plant it just like normal. So like I said, just a way easier way than going through and actually manually plowing these fields, because that's really tedious, and plows are not the most fun thing to use in this game. Hard to keep them straight, all that fun stuff. So if you're trying to make really precise fields, just use a rice field. Next tip we have here has to do with this Big M mower and basically how to harvest faster. So the base speed that you're supposed to be able to go with this thing is about 15 miles an hour, which is respectable. It's not too bad, but you're actually able to make this thing go much faster. You can actually go your cruising speed, so it's like 30 miles an hour. So what you do is, as you're driving, as you're harvesting, right? So I'll start from a stop, turn off the harvester, I'll fold it up so you guys can see exactly how this works. So what you're going to do is you're going to unfold it. You're going to start it, okay? You're going to lower it, start the harvester, so it's harvesting. And then as you're harvesting, you're just going to double click, fold and unfold real quick. And if you do that, it's going to keep going. It's going to let you go 30 miles an hour. So as you can see, a lot faster than it was going. Basically, it's cruising speeds. Like I said, all you're doing is on PS4, as you're harvesting, you just double click, unfold, which is L1X. Just double click it, and then you'll be able to go as fast as you want. And then it works out from a stop too. So if I stop and then keep going again, it's going to let me keep going at this speed, no issues. It does bounce around a little bit, so not a perfect method, but it speeds you up a good bit. And depending on how bumpy the field is, it's better or worse. And you don't have to go full speed. If you just go like 20 miles an hour, it doesn't really bump around as much. But it's super useful, especially if you're mowing a lot of grass. And the next trick I have here has to do with selling oats and how you can basically get free money from it. So basically what you have to do is sell it in the right month, and you can just print it for money. Just trade it straight up, more or less. So if I go into the finance menu here and go to prices, you can see that oats sell for about $1,800 per 1,000 liters, give or take, in the prime months. Well, if you buy it from the store, go into animals here, oats, you can buy them for about $1,400 for 1,000 liters. So we'll just, for example's sake, we'll buy one of them here. You can purchase this, okay, get an auger wagon or some way to get it to the store, right? That's seeds, so I don't want that. But the oats are over here. So if I go over to these oats, I can put them in my trailer. Okay, so I'm using an auger wagon, they'll fill up. I got 1,000 oats. Remember, I paid $1,400 for this, and now I can drive over to the store over here. And I'll be able to sell these, and I should get about $1,800 profit, or $1,800 for selling these, which is about $1,400 profit. It's a pretty good way to make easy, quick money. You can scale it up pretty quick. You can obviously buy a lot more than just one pallet at a time, but if you're short on cash and don't want to do like government subsidies or something, it's a good way to make quick money. So you see, I made a little over $1,800 for that, $400 profit, but easy way to make some money. You can scale it up as much as you want to do it. Now, the next tip I have here is something that you want to change in your settings if you don't already. So if you go into settings and then game settings and then scroll down to automatic engine start. You're going to want to set this to off. It comes defaulted to on when you start a game, but what you're going to want to do is set that to off. And what that allows you to do is it keeps your tractors running when you get out of them. That's nice for a couple reasons. One, you can keep your lights on, right? So if I turn my lights on here, if I get out, they stay on. If you don't have that setting turned on, they'll turn off. That works for basically anything that the tractor's running too. So if you've got a trailer or something that you're got set up that dump, if you get out, well, not without that setting, it'll stop. But if you turn the setting, the auto start stop off, then it will keep dumping into whatever it's dumping. Super helpful if you got a chicken coop or something. You can leave your tractor running and dump it into it just fine. So yeah, turn your auto start, turn it off. All right, this next tip here is another way to make quick, easy money. It's from one of my last videos, but this is actually working now. So if you go into the used vehicle section, you can actually flip these for a profit. So this one's worth $190,000. We're going to buy it like that, okay? And then if we go and repair it and sell it at the dealership, has to be at the dealership. So this is that tractor that we just bought. If I drive this over to the repair station dealership, I can repair it and then sell it for a profit. So we bought it for $190,000. Okay, we're gonna drive over here into this section here, pass it. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is gonna repair it for $4,000. Okay, and now I'm gonna sell it from this menu for $214,000. Okay, so I just made 10 grand lickety split just like that. Super easy to do. You can do it with anything. Obviously, the more expensive the item, the more money you're gonna make. But it's a really easy way to make a couple $1,000s a month. Real quick, real easy. And the nice thing is these dealerships are right next to the stores. So it's not like you even have to drive a long way to pull it off. And now this next tip here is that you're actually able to process the Deadwood contracts and actually make a pretty substantial profit from them. So as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Deadwood contracts. They're a lot of quick, easy money. So I have a contract here for $900 if I were to just cut these trees down, which is great, you know, cut them down, obviously. But you can actually also use that wood. So if I get into, actually I'm going to get into first person here so it'll be easier. Pull this off. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to catch this tree into my tuk-tuk. Okay, I'm going to cut it down. Walk over here as soon as it gets over top. Step onto it. It got stuck on the tree. That's fine. There we go. All right. So I got the tree. I'm able to... Okay, so we're back here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tree, if I can get by. Okay, I'm going to take this tree over to my sawmill here. Okay, easy enough. And as you can see, it went into my sawmill. So then I can just turn this into whatever I want, right? You could turn it into lumber, you could turn it into planks, all that stuff, and then sell it for a pretty good profit. Because all that the sawmill cares about is volume. They do not care about the quality of the wood. If you were to take it to the actual sell point, you wouldn't get hardly anything for it. But by turning it into something else first, the game won't discriminate as to what it is, and you'll make a pretty substantial profit from that. So, like I said, guys, you're able to actually sell the deadwood trees, but the way you want to do it is through a sawmill. You don't want to just sell it directly. This next tip that I have here is in the construction manual. This is a quick one, but it's more or less that you can actually add solar panels to some of these buildings. So if I go into this first one here, if you enter it and then you go to customize, which on console is R3, you can actually add solar panels to it and make a little extra cash if that's something you want to do. I usually don't do it simply because it's a little too easy of money, but it is an option and it's in the game and it looks a lot better than the solar panels of the other options. But what I do like about it is that it's a little more realistic, right? A lot of farmers do actually put solar panels on their buildings, so pretty cool. Something they added, but yeah. All right, guys, that's all we have for this video. This is some easy tips and tricks for newer or advanced players. You might not know all these tricks. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and leave a comment. What was your favorite tip from the video? Do you have anything else that you want to add? What did I miss? All that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. Peace out.